Hey guys, woke up this morning to a whole shit show. Probably wondering what the shit show is. Scott Morrison's government put out disgusting videos on the goodsociety.gov.au website. That shit show. That's the shit show. And I literally do mean it's a fucking shit show. I've watched the moving the line video. The video for moving the line. It has milkshakes. It does nothing to convey a message. Experts weren't even consulted for this. The resource wasn't even written by experts. It was written by fucking shit dickheads in government. And sorry about the swearing and such, but I'm fucking pissed. If I could take down the website, I would do so. But since I can't take down the website, I can't do so. Moving the line video is a 7-minute video. Not to mention, if I go to another video, and I'll use the quotes here. Son, Dad, where do babies come from? Dad, well, son, when two people love each other very much, they drink milkshakes. What? The actual holy fucking shitballs is that meant to be? That means nothing. Person with 160.9 IQ, brain's hurting, yet here's the fun fact. At least I can code a website better than what the government's got. Hell, I can even build it in Dreamweaver and go, here's your website. But I'm not putting the other fucking shit in. And quite frankly, I wouldn't even put the other shit in because it's that disgusting that I wouldn't even link the videos to it. They say, oh, you have to, we hired you to build the web. Yeah, I built the website, but I'm not putting that fucking shit in because it's not made by your experts. The information is inaccurate. It actually tells people to actually go to the, let's see, what is it? Oh yeah, that's right. Report to the Human Rights Commission on rape and everything else instead of going to a teacher, an adult, or the police. Here's a hypothetical story. And I do mean hypothetical. As in, here's a case scenario. Gay male student goes to school. His so-called female friends had planned something. They do said something. Said gay male student goes home, tell dad about said something with his mother there. Parents go in the next day to talk to the principal, and they actually have the video because they found it online. Show the principal. Principal calls the police. School gets shut down. That male gay student's class gets kept in. Everyone else can do what they want to do, but no, they get kept in. All their parents get called in. Their parents get told what's going to happen. And if their parents go, oh, well, he shouldn't have brought it on himself, parents of the gay student, male gay student, can actually say, well, this is actually going to court now. And the parents of those students will turn around and say, oh, we can counter-sue. Parents will go, be a bit hard to. And the police will go, yeah, there's video evidence of them actually doing it to him. So it'll be a bit hard. They all go to court. All the students who participated in that video of the rape of the gay male student get sentenced to 5 years juvie via the judge, who has to sit there and watch that video. And that judge, it'd be male or female judge, they would be disgusted by that video. Those parents wouldn't be able to see their kids, let alone they wouldn't be able to talk to them. They wouldn't be able to send anything to their kids. Matter of fact, the parents would also be charged with the same crime. Because the video would have been shown from multiple angles, from multiple students. and such, and they say, oh, your kid got my daughter pregnant. Wasn't consent, was it? Wasn't consent by the gay male student. And everyone knows he's gay. They planned this. They got together. They did this. It was all over social media. Facebook, Twitter, everything. They planned this in group. Here's the documentation. After a warrant's been served and such for all the information. Parents would also be charged with help planning it. Those parents go off to jail. The kids who were in juvie come out 5 years later, they have a criminal record to their name. They won't be able to go to university. They won't be able to join the police force. They won't be able to join any emergency service. They won't be able to join the army. Because as soon as you try to join the army, there's a background check done. If it's found that you have a criminal record, you don't get to join the army. Especially if you participated in a rape of another student. Because that is frowned upon in the army. And it can lead to a dishonourable discharge, which means you get no benefits. The gay male student moves away from the school. His parents move away from that school and that suburb. Dad still keeps his job. Mother still keeps her job. He's at a new school. He's making new friends. But here's the thing. Everyone's afraid of what will happen if they did what his former classmates did. He gave no consent to him. Moral of it? Don't be like those students who ended up raping their classmates. Because he didn't give consent, he didn't say yes to anything. He said, no, I want to go home. What they do? They raped him instead. End of the hypothetical case scenario. I did more explaining than what a freaking government website does. Because there are laws against rape. There are laws for rape against others. If you're found guilty, bad luck. You have a criminal history. Criminal record and criminal history. Bye, see ya. We don't want you to work here. Now, was my hypothetical case scenario better than what was on the Good Society? Basically, yes. And I do mean basically yes. I do mean that. It's better than the case study that's on frickin' Moving the Line and everything else. I'm looking at this and it's making my head hurt because the information is incorrect and inadequate itself. If a person says yes but they are too frightened to say no, then it is not consent. Saying no is giving no consent. Saying yes is giving consent, which means they have virtually just said yes to giving consent. That makes no sense, what I just read. The answer I gave makes sense. But why is the key message inaccurate? I mean, I say yes if I'm scared. I just want to go home. But I say no to everything else. If I was scared alone, and someone else, I can drive you to blah blah blah. If you say yes, you get in, I drive you. If you want to talk, that's up to you. But don't do anything else, that's fine. But I'd be driving straight to the police station. And then walk in, talk with the officer and say, I picked blah 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 on blah blah blah. I have no idea what's happened or anything. I brought him here. Isn't it the correct way to actually deal with someone who's lost, scared, and frightened? I mean, that person could have been abused at home and such. The information on this site is virtually non-existent. Like, positive relationships in years 3 and 4. Kids are just going through their first crush. Duh. Inclusion and exclusion. Do kids actually need to know that? Do kids actually need to know that? I mean, they learn it in school via their classroom. Do they need to be educated more on it? Friendships, challenges, and changes. That's not exactly something you should actually have for years 5 and 6. Like, seriously, that no. I mean, you're at school, you're with your friends, you're with your mates. Yep, you're hanging out in the playground, you're helping them with their work, you're doing everything. There's no peer pressure and such to do something. Unless you say, oh, I could climb this and jump off 6 meters and land like a cat. Oh yeah, you'd be peer pressured. I did, but with a safety mat. That was in, let's say, what was it? PE in high school, and we had a gym class in primary where we actually went to a place that actually had safety mats and such. Like, we could dive off high stuff onto them and everything else. We weren't peer pressured. So why do it at the school when you don't really need to? I mean, all this information here. I mean, years 7 to 9, project kicked off, project rap, groups, belonging, relationships, changing friends, group dynamics, friends change every freaking year. I mean, you make new ones, you see old ones go because they're moving from another school to moving to another school in another suburb that's like about 20 miles away from you, or into another state, and you don't see them, you don't talk with them, and then all of a sudden they're back in your life going, hey, it's me. It's like, who are you? Like, you've got, mate, it's been 18 years. How the hell am I meant to know you still? Like, 18 years. Fuck, that's long. And sorry about the swearing, I didn't give a shit. Peer influence, social power, gender and power, bystander action. Head's hurting already from this. Year 10 and 12, you got consent, influence, situations. It's like no one's going to bring alcohol or drugs to school. Though if you were at one high school, drugs and alcohol were actually a thing at one high school, and it's like, police were called there every fucking day. Which was a big no-no for me. Sexting? Is that between boyfriend and girlfriend? Or boyfriends and girlfriends? Or between a teacher and a student. Whoops. I mean, most consenting to sex, or they're at a party and they're overage and they're drunk and they consent to sex anyway. Wake up with a hangover. I went to a wedding, I had a hangover. Lasted till Monday afternoon. It's like, yeah, I had a few too drinks, too many. But it was a good wedding for a godfather. My godfather. It was a good wedding. Community members, teachers, and school leaders were also consulted to ensure the content was engaging for students and consistent with communities. No. Sorry. Those videos don't consist with community standards. And plus, the only places that do provide milkshakes are TGA Fridays. Another place that actually has very, very good milkshakes. Just gotta bring up that place. I wonder if that place is open. Yeah, that place is open. Larry D's hamburgers and frozen custards, very good milkshakes. Coffee Club, the Groove Train. I think that's about it. They're the only ones that actually deserve praise for milkshakes. McDonald's is another place, but they do thick shakes. Okay, someone put a pin where it's not actually meant to be. It's actually meant to be over there. Anything else? Donut King does milkshakes, but not a lot. I know that Walker's Donuts, Spatino, Cafe Luna, Soul Origin, they do milkshakes and thick shakes, but they don't hand them in a frickin' milkshake thing. Like, that's the milkshake thing. They don't hand them in that. No. Hell no. It's frickin' takeaway. If you want a smoothie, you go Boost Juice. But yeah. Sancheras don't do milkshakes. They do beautiful hot chocolate. And I do mean beautiful hot chocolate. But no one, you don't get a frickin' milkshake thing that you can actually make a milkshake in at home to drink at a store. Used to in America, not anymore. Australia, no. It's a paper cup. And plus, who actually digs out a frickin' half-melted ice cream ball to slather over someone's face? You just get up and throw the milkshake at the person and go, no, it's over, sorry, bye, we're done. But you grab another milkshake on the way out. So yeah, is the Good Society website from the government, Australian government, any good? No, it's disgusting. Are the videos engaging? No. After watching all those videos, I had to go to the toilet and throw up before I had breakfast. Ugh. I still got that taste in my mouth. Ugh. Hate that. And that horrible taste you get after throwing up. Yeah. Ugh. I have that aftertaste. This government website, I think it just has to be shut down. Shut down. strike, burn, remove it, and redo it. They say, oh, we can't redo it because everyone signed off on it. Well, A, it's not consistent. It doesn't tackle any problems at all. And it's inaccurate information. I'm not even going to link the website down because it's not even worth my time to do that. If anything, the Scott Morrison government can be labelled as morons, dumbasses, idiots, nincompoops, total losers. Oh, and debt-digging hole diggers. Because they put Australia into more debt than what any other party has. And Tony Abbott paid the Australian Taxation Office off. Yeah, wonder how I know that? Well, there's video of Tony Abbott actually going into this Australian Taxation Office and then coming out later saying it's all done. It's taken care of. And then you have the spokesperson from the Australian Taxation Office saying one thing and then coming out and saying, no, it's not there. It's all Labor's fault. That's a load of fucking bullshit. Like, literally a load of fucking bullshit. It's cock and bull. It's like, we say one thing, we're doing another with the other hand. On one hand, we are saying what you want us to say. On the other hand, we're rubbing you dry. Because you are nothing more than imbeciles to do our bidding. Is what the National Liberal Party, or the Liberal National Party, is thinking that the Australians are. And if this video does make the new rounds in the news, hey, congrats to me. I keep things real. I don't bullshit. I don't read from a script. I actually have the news stories in front of me. And I don't want to see those videos ever again. And I do mean I don't want to see them ever again because I will absolutely throw up on camera. I had health education in primary school. It only lasted, number of classes, and it's like, oh, you finished everything. Yay! You know what to do, not what to do, blah, blah, blah. You know what safe sex is, blah, blah, blah. You know what consent is, blah, blah, blah. This Scott Morrison government, the Liberal National Party, nothing more than idiots. And yeah, I will link the stories below in the description so you can all read and make your mind up. And I'm gonna put every single news story up. I don't care now. Until next video, which is God knows when.